powerfully and directly address various social and emotional problems facing humanity today. The life solutions based on the ancient Hindu tradition, the meditation and yoga techniques from the scriptures, the cognitions rooted in the highest truths, the lifestyle based on living and radiating the higher values of life, and powerful way of living and realizing one's ultimate potential from the foundation of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's teachings, which by their inherent nature provide the foundation for peace on planet Earth. In a short period of public life, he has contributed to humanity in the areas of meditation, healing, health and wellness, yoga, medicine, education, lifestyle, and science and technology. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been working on creating and teaching people first the significance of peace and how to achieve it. Second, working for higher consciousness life and lifestyle. Third, reducing collective negativity in thoughts, words, and actions. Fourth, living in oneness, peaceful coexistence with humanity and nature. Fifth, manifesting superhuman powers for a better quality of life. More than 20 million people in 347 cities in 196 countries over 6 continents revere and follow the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism launched the Minutes for Peace initiative, which aimed to reduce crime globally by conducting mass meditations around the world in parallel. In 2014, just after 2 years of launching the program, it crossed over 1 billion minutes of meditation. Scientific studies have shown a reduced crime rate after participation in the meditation and completion techniques. In 1976, it was found that when 1% of a community practiced meditation, pujas, the crime rate was reduced by 16% on average. The current tally on the Minutes for Peace website is more than 4.3 billion cumulative minutes of meditation logged. Include all the events, programs, and festivals where people have gathered in large numbers and participated in meditations and rituals. The total count comes out to be staggering 409 billion minutes for peace so far. About 5,000 devotees gathered and participated in a 48 meditation program called Shuddhatvaitam. You can see the pictures here. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has hosted Kumbh Mela in USA in Los Angeles since 2007. Nithyananda Sangha is entrusted as the only organization to host Kumbh Mela outside of India by the Akhila Bharatiya Akhada Parishad. In September 2006, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism organized the first confluence for the world peace, to honor the memory of those who lost their lives saving others on the September 11, 2011 at Irvine, California, USA. The second confluence for peace was held in Los Angeles in 2007 in collaboration with Vedanta Society, BAPS, ISKCON, Siddha Yoga, and other organizations. The Kumbh Mela festival spread fast to other countries, including Australia, Canada, etc. In 2009, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism organized a month-long peace walk covering 1,000 kilometers and 1,000 villages to bring together in harmony from all walks of life to promote healing, connection, and oneness among people. During the walk, health camps were conducted in villages along its path. His Holiness has conducted large-scale collective meditations on September 21st International Peace Day to raise the collective consciousness and awareness of peace. Sannyas is our social responsibility. Let us save Hinduism and humanity. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has revitalized the monastic tradition of sannyas by initiating hundreds of people into the Nithyananda monastic order. The all-renouncing monks contribute to the best things to human civilization, living their life with the cognition life is for others. These monks and nuns act as a harbinger of peace and empowerment for the human society and distraught with violence, depression, and other forms of life negativity. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revived the ancient practice of embarking on pilgrimages. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has also revived the ancient practice of embarking on pilgrimages, the spiritual journeys, taking spiritual aspirants to a high energy sacred spots such as the Himalayas, Kailasa, Varanasi, and Angkor, which is in Cambodia, and various powerful temples of India. Even though prevalent in India, this practice is rapidly losing its original context, turning into a recreational family vacation. Reviving the original spiritual context, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made it possible for modern day human beings to benefit from the spiritual energy present on these centers and accelerate their journey of spiritual evolution, hence ensuring individual to and collective peace as a natural consequence. The revelations to the world by the Devi Parashakti on 12th May 2021. Devi revealed that I came as Nija Avatar. I am blessing you, listen. People, listen. To do good to all of you, I have taken the form of Nithyananda and came down as Nija Avatar. People of India, listen. Carefully listen. Time after time, Bharatam is Jnana Bhumi, where enlightened beings come. We cannot make Jnana Bhumi as infertile. Enlightened beings have to come and they have to live, it has to flower. Few hypocrites, because they are stuck in delusion, we cannot sacrifice the world. Cosmos cannot be destroyed. The ship I did to save the cosmos from being destroyed, that is called Adi Kailasa. The ship I did to protect beings from Pralaya in Adi Kailasa, because of conspiracy of Drohis and enemies rule, the captain has to leave the ship. Before 12 years, knowing the great deluge that is going to happen, all Aushadas by this Guru Purnima, that Jnana Rasavadam, Navapashana is going to flower, allow people to come and take dip in Navapashana flower. People who comes and dip in Vaidyasarovar, they will not have death, they will not have corona. Crores and crores of people who come in line every day, they will take a dip in Ananda Lingam. On 13th May 2021, Devi revealed that, listen well to my words. For India, I made ship as protection. The Nithyananda Navapashana Lingam in Vaidyasarovar, go to Adi Kailasa, O Indians, listen. All those regretting losing Nithyananda, Nija Avatara, without confusion and without talking just as lip service, go to Adi Kailasa. Crores of people will come there looking for help. On 13th May, Devi continued to reveal that crores of people will come there looking for health, Navapashana, water of peace and medicine to get health and protection and enlightenment. To protect India from great destruction, I, Parashakti, made this huge ship, and even if captain is not there, the ship is there. On 14th May 2021, Devi revealed that whoever comes to Adi Kailasa and does the good work of saving people from deadly corona, I myself will do all of their life work. This is a commitment Parashakti is giving you all. Parameshwari, I will do what I say. On 19th May 2021, Devi Parashakti revealed that to save people from corona, I have set up a huge ship, Ananda Sarovar, Vaidya Sarovar, and Ananda Lingam. I have made it in Adi Kailasa. Go there, take water every day, worship Ananda Lingam, water, turmeric, milk, and neem rasam showered on Navapashanam are the medicines for this. On 19th May 2021, the doors of Adi Devi continue to reveal that the doors of Adi Kailasa will be open for all those who come with trust. It will protect body and will give conscious health. It will also give highest powers, dharma, artha, moksha, jnana, powers, karma, kama, and the God beyond kama. Adi Kailasa life will give all goodness. The doors of Adi Kailasa will be open for all those who come with trust. It will protect. It will protect body and will give conscious health. It will also give highest powers, dharma, artha, moksha, jnana, powers, kama, and the God beyond kama. The Kailasa life will give all the goodness. The hell of Krimibhojanam mentioned in Vyasa in Garuda Puranam has opened and is directly falling on India as thunder. Running to Adi Kailasa and preventing it is the only way. I have opened Adi Kailasa for those who want to save their life. All of you run to Adi Kailasa. On 11th June 2021, Devi revealed that drop the foolish mind and business motive of bargaining and attain surrender and go to Adi Kailasa, be in Adi Kailasa, I will do good to you. On 18th June 2021, Devi revealed that for saving your life, go to Adi Kailasa. Best life is there. Before Corona takes your life away, go to Adi Kailasa and save your life. On 5th July 2021, Devi revealed that the soil of Adi Kailasa is the Sarva Roga Nivarini, that means cure for all diseases. For all the diseases in the world, Paramashakti, myself taking the form of Nithyananda as Nija Avatara, walking there barefoot for many years, manifesting all powers, the very soil was converted into great medicine that solves all karmas. On 5th July 2021, Devi revealed that taking the soil of Adi Kailasa and mixing it with the water of Navapashana Linga of Vaidya Sarovar, and by applying it, all pains will vanish. Breaking the attachment to body, it will make you enlightened. Goodness is there. I told the truth. Go to Adi Kailasa. When the first world countries closed their borders during a massive global emergency, Kailasa has opened its doors to all without exception. So, three COVID care centers opened across India are Adi Kailasa in Bidadi, Bangalore, Salem Adhinam in Tamil Nadu, Tirunamalai Adhinam in Tamil Nadu, Rajapalam Adhinam in Tamil Nadu, Puduvai Adhinam in Puducherry, Pattanam Adhinam in Tamil Nadu, Srirangapadi Adhinam in Tamil Nadu, Sripuram Adhinam in Hyderabad, and Madurai Adhinam in Tamil Nadu, Avattipalam Adhinam in Erode, Tamil Nadu, and Huzur Adhinam in Tamil Nadu, Baroda Adhinam in Gujarat. Kailasa rushes to aid India as India finds itself on the verge of COVID-19 third wave. Multiple free COVID care centers open across India. Various social services offered during the pandemic in Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassies across India. Spiritual services offered during the pandemic in Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassies across India, and the cosmic revelations on global pandemic. The free social services offered During the pandemic, in de facto spiritual embassies across India are the medical care, that is allopathy, Ayurvedics, and Siddha medicine. Second, the infrastructure to accommodate thousands. Third, the accommodation of multi-layered quarantine. Fourth, emergency ambulances and ICU on wheels. And fifth, personal protective medical equipment and food security management through food banks. Fourth, seventh, organic farming. Join the COVID care protection centers. Register now through the link below, https://kailasa.org/Kailasa care. Now, the Kailasa's COVID care protection centers, they are multi-layered quarantine, and especially in India, there are, during this COVID-19 pandemic, which is rampant and with the multi-strains, the practical solution is to join any of the COVID care protection centers, which are the Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassies, which not only save you from the pandemic, but protect, and which adds results in your health, joy, bliss, and the conscious breakthrough. And let's listen to Devi Parashakti revealed the Krimi Bhojanam, the
நீ சொல்லும் நபர்கள் போடும் சண்டை சச்சரவெல்லாம் எரியும் பெருநெருப்பில் இருக்கும் இரண்டு எலிகள் போடும் சண்டை போன்றது. யார் சரி யார் தவறென்பது இப்பொழுது முக்கியம் அல்ல. உயிர் காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள், எல்லோரும் நன்றாய் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். நன்மையைச் சொல்லுகின்றேன், உண்மையைச் சொல்லுகின்றேன். இந்திய நாட்டில் இருக்கும் மக்கள் எல்லோரும் கேளுங்கள். கருட புராணத்தில் வியாசன் சொன்ன கிருமி போஜனம் என்னும் நரகம் திறந்து நேரடியாய் இந்தியா மீது இடிபோல் விழுகின்றது. ஆதி கைலாசத்திற்கு ஓடிச் சென்று வருமுன் காத்துக்கொள்வது மட்டுமே ஒரே வழி. கொரோனா பெருந்தொற்று கொள்ளை நோய் கிருமி போஜனம் எனும் நரகத்தை பூமிக்கு கொண்டு வந்து விட்டது. அகோர தாண்டவத்தின் ஆட்டம் யாராலும் அடக்க முடியாத அளவிற்கு ஆரம்பித்து விட்டது. புதிதாய் உருக்கொண்டிருக்கும் இந்த நுண்ணுயிரி மைல்கள் கடந்தும் காற்றினில் உயிரோடு இருந்து மற்ற உயிர்களையும் அழித்து உடல்களைத் தின்னும் பெரும் வலிவு கொண்ட பேரசுரர்களாய் வலம் வரத் துவங்கி விடுகின்றது. நன்றாய் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். வருமுன் காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள், அது ஒன்றே வழி. அதற்காகவே ஆதி கைலாசத்தை திறந்து வைத்திருக்கின்றேன். உயிர் காத்துக் கொள்ள வேண்டி விரும்பும் எல்லோரும் ஓடுங்கள் ஆதி கைலாசத்திற்கு. இந்தியாவில்தான் இந்த நரகம் திறந்து உலகெங்கும் பரவப் போகின்றது. கிருமி போஜன நரகம் பூமிக்கு வந்துவிட்டது. மனிதர்கள் செய்த மகா கொடுமைகளினால் அன்னை முன்னின்று என் அடியவரைக் காப்பேன் சொல்வதைக் கேட்டு உயிர் காத்துக் கொள்ள விரும்புவோர் வருமுன் காப்பது ஒன்றே வழி என்று தெரிந்து செல்லுங்கள் ஆதி கையிலைக்கு. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
So the translation of this is, everyone in India, all of you listen. The hell of Krimi Bhojanam that was mentioned by Vyasa in Garuda Puranam has opened and is directly falling on India as thunder. Running to Adi Kailasa and protection, joining these protective quarantine ecosystems from it is the only way. Deadly corona life-taking disease has brought the hell known as Krimi Bhojanam to earth. The dance of Aghora Thandava, which no one could control, has started. This microorganism that has formed will be alive in air for miles together. Destroying other souls, it will eat bodies. It has started roaming as great demons with the tremendous strength. Understand properly, prevention is the only way. For that, I have opened Adi Kailasa. For those who want to save their lives, all of you run to Adi Kailasa. Only in India, this hell is going to open and is going to spread to the whole world. The Krimi Bhojanam hell has come to the earth because of the sufferings done by the humans. Mother, I will protect those at my feet, those who listen to me and wish to save their lives. Learning that prevention is the only way, go to Adi Kailasa. The Krimi Bhojana is one of the 28 hells described in Hindu scriptures where people are sent to suffer in a pit to be eaten up by the worms. The Garuda Purana chapter, in one of the chapter, cosmogony of hell and the nether regions. The Devi Bhagavata Purana, chapter 21 on the narrative of hells, chapter 22 on the narrative of the sins leading to hells, and in Shiva Purana, chapter 16, uplift from the hell, section 5, in Skanda Purana, chapter 12, redemption from hells, and chapter 2, merit of visiting Setu, and chapter 30, the glory of Dhanishkoti, the Brahma Purana, chapter 20, hells in nether regions, and chapter 106, sufferings in hell. Padma Purana, chapter 48, section on the nether world. This many references are there for the Krimi Bhojanam. And Devi revealed that it has started on the planet Earth. And you can see the various statistics of the pandemic effects and how many deaths are happening, how many new cases are coming, how many affected so far. You can see the various statistics, and you can every newspaper, every there are various ways you can find all the statistics, which is very concerning, affecting the world peace globally, affecting especially the young adults mentally. And now it is airborne with so many strains of virus. It is now airborne. A quiet revolution has permeated global health crisis. Authorities have come to accept what many researchers have argued for over a year. The coronavirus can spread through the air. That new acceptance by the World Health Organization and the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention comes with the concrete implications. Scientists are calling for ventilation systems to be overhauled, like public water supplies were in 1800s, and after petit pipes were found in Harvard College. And the world's most infected disease now an airborne. And according to the various statistics, in a letter, what scientists told to the World Health Organization, how does the disease pass from one person to another? The story so far is on Monday, July 6, 239 scientists from the 32 countries put their signatures on an open letter that said COVID-19 is also transmitted via aerosols. Titled "It's Time to Address Airborne Transmission of COVID-19" and addressed to the World Health Organization, that they said that there wasn't enough evidence to show that the viruses are released during an exhalation, talking, and coughing as a micro droplet, small enough to remain aloft and pose a risk of exposure at distances beyond 1 to 2 meters from someone who is infected over the 3 feet to 6 feet recommended for physical distancing between people to avoid transmission. Now you can see the various statistics across the states of the India. The statistics are really concerning. And even the government is, the home quarantine is not possible in India. Statement made by the Indian government, and Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma said that the home quarantine is one prime reason for a large number of deaths during the second wave of COVID-19 in Assam. Assam witnessed the largest number of deaths, which are the highest single-day deaths in the state, the Sharma said. We have seen more death cases happening from home isolation, as several people do not keep oximeters and some do not read the counts in the meter properly. The Maharashtra government recently announced the decision to stop home quarantine in 18 districts, which show a higher COVID positivity rate than the state's average. The state public health minister, Rajesh Tope, said that the decision is taken to ensure better health care facilities to patients in districts which are showing higher positivity rate. Home quarantine is not possible in India. About 41% of the houses have just a single room, which is shared by about 5 people. About 41% of households in India have just one room or don't have an exclusive living room, and about 5 people share such accommodations. About 32% of the households have 2 rooms, and adding to the O's is the fact that only 47% of households have access to water within the premises, and 42% don't have a bathing facility within the premises. In order to utilize India's healthcare infrastructure optimally to manage the expanding fallout of coronavirus, the central government on 27th April signaled a change in approach from mandating that every person who tests positive for the virus be moved to isolation beds in dedicated hospitals or units. The government allotted home quarantine for those with the mild symptoms. The key additional condition was that their house should allow for self-quarantining. That in India, it's easier said than done. According to the census 2011, about 42% Indian households were living in houses where an average 3 or more people were sharing a room. The context of coronavirus, this challenge of physical distancing is greater in rural areas, 45% of the household than the urban areas. Only in state Kerala is looking relatively dignified on this metric, and all districts reporting at least 250 cases of anywhere between 34 to 54% household averaging 3 or more to a room. In the bigger cities, where is the space for home quarantine in the biggest cities? And the health ministry last week said that more cases of coronavirus had been asymptomatic or mildly symptomatic and advised home isolation for such people. It also said that 68% cases across the country were reported from metros and big cities. However, census data suggests and experts also agree that following the ministry guidelines on home quarantine, the guidelines on home quarantine say one person showing COVID-19 symptoms um, has to remain isolated in a well-ventilated room, preferably with an attached toilet. If another family member needs to stay in the same room, it's advisable to maintain a distance of at least 1 meter between the two, it stated. When the first world countries closed their borders during a massive global emergency, Kailasa has opened its door to all without exception. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism reveals that at least 6 months back, I became aware that a multi-layer quarantine is needed to protect people. If you are in India and you want to protect your immediate family or extended family, anyone who will listen to you, get them immediately to our campuses. And the list that you're seeing are the various campuses that in India are open. Kailasa rushes to help as India finds itself on the verge of COVID-19 third wave. The multiple free COVID care centers opened across India and various social services offered during the pandemic in Nithyananda and the ashrams, various adhinams across India, various spiritual services offered, and cosmic revelations by the global pandemic. The various medical care, allopathy, Ayurvedic, and Siddha medicine, fire safety, equipment maintenance, infrastructure to accommodate thousands, accommodation for multi-layered quarantine, emergency ambulances and ICU on wheels, personal protective medical equipment, groceries collected for Annadan, organic farming. Join the COVID care protection centers. Register now through the link below, https://kailasa.org/Kailasa care. I repeat, join the COVID care protection centers with the registering this link, https://kailasa.org, KAILAASA, kailasa.org/Kailasa care, KAILASACARE, Kailasa care. Now it's time to move on to the next segment of the program. So make use of this time, join this with this link, and we'll moving on to the next segment after a short break.
காளியின் ஆட்டத்தை ஆனந்தத்தை ஆனந்தத்தொடு ஆடிய ஆட்டத்தை கண்டோர் உயிருக்குளெல்லாம் இறங்கி குண்டலினிவில் உயிர்ப்பிக்கச் செய்து மாய மனத்தின் இருளை அகற்றி மாயம் அழித்து மங்களம் தந்து குரு பக்தியும் சிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ சக்தியும் அளிக்கின்றேன். மனமாயை விடுத்து குரு பதத்தை பற்றுங்கள். நித்யானந்தமாய் நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்துதித்த என்னை பற்றி வாழ்வில் எல்லா நலமும் பெற்றிடுங்கள். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி.
ஓம் 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 ஓம். காளியின் ஆட்டத்தை ஆனந்தத்தை ஆனந்தத்தொடு ஆடிய ஆட்டத்தை கண்டோர் உயிருக்குளெல்லாம் இறங்கி குண்டலினிவில் உயிர்ப்பிக்கச் செய்து மாய மனத்தின் இருளை அகற்றி மாயம் அழித்து மங்களம் தந்து குரு பக்தியும் சிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ சக்தியும் அளிக்கின்றேன். மனமாயை விடுத்து குரு பதத்தை பற்றுங்கள். நித்யானந்தமாய் நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்துதித்த என்னை பற்றி வாழ்வில் எல்லா நலமும் பெற்றிடுங்கள். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி.
ஓம் 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 ஓம். காளியின் ஆட்டத்தை ஆனந்தத்தை ஆனந்தத்தொடு ஆடிய ஆட்டத்தை கண்டோர் உயிருக்குளெல்லாம் இறங்கி குண்டலினிவில் உயிர்ப்பிக்கச் செய்து மாய மனத்தின் இருளை அகற்றி மாயம் அழித்து மங்களம் தந்து குரு பக்தியும் சிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ சக்தியும் அளிக்கின்றேன். மனமாயை விடுத்து குரு பதத்தை பற்றுங்கள். நித்யானந்தமாய் நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்துதித்த என்னை பற்றி வாழ்வில் எல்லா நலமும் பெற்றிடுங்கள். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி.
ஓம் 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 ஓம். காளியின் ஆட்டத்தை ஆனந்தத்தை ஆனந்தத்தொடு ஆடிய ஆட்டத்தை கண்டோர் உயிருக்குளெல்லாம் இறங்கி குண்டலினி உயிர்ப்பிக்கச் செய்து மாய மனத்தின் இருளை அகற்றி மாயம் அழித்து மங்களம் தந்து குரு பக்தியும் சிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ சக்தியும் அளிக்கின்றேன். மனமாயை விடுத்து குரு பதத்தை பற்றுங்கள். நித்யானந்தமாய் நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்துதித்த என்னை பற்றி வாழ்வில் எல்லா நலமும் பெற்றிடுங்கள். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி.
ஓம் 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 ஓம். காளியின் ஆட்டத்தை ஆனந்தத்தை ஆனந்தத்தொடு ஆடிய ஆட்டத்தை கண்டோர் உயிருக்குளெல்லாம் இறங்கி குண்டலினி உயிர்ப்பிக்கச் செய்து மாய மனத்தின் இருளை அகற்றி மாயம் அழித்து மங்களம் தந்து குரு பக்தியும் சிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ சக்தியும் அளிக்கின்றேன். மனமாயை விடுத்து குரு பதத்தை பற்றுங்கள். நித்யானந்தமாய் நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்துதித்த என்னை பற்றி வாழ்வில் எல்லா நலமும் பெற்றிடுங்கள். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி.
ஓம் 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 ஓம். காளியின் ஆட்டத்தை ஆனந்தத்தை ஆனந்தத்தொடு ஆடிய ஆட்டத்தை கண்டோர் உயிருக்குளெல்லாம் இறங்கி குண்டலினி உயிர்ப்பிக்கச் செய்து மாய மனத்தின் இருளை அகற்றி மாயம் அழித்து மங்களம் தந்து குரு பக்தியும் சிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ சக்தியும் அளிக்கின்றேன். மனமாயை விடுத்து குரு பதத்தை பற்றுங்கள். நித்யானந்தமாய் நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்துதித்த என்னை பற்றி வாழ்வில் எல்லா நலமும் பெற்றிடுங்கள். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி.
ஓம் 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 ஓம். காளியின் ஆட்டத்தை ஆனந்தத்தை ஆனந்தத்தொடு ஆடிய ஆட்டத்தை கண்டோர் உயிருக்குளெல்லாம் இறங்கி குண்டலினி உயிர்ப்பிக்கச் செய்து மாய மனத்தின் இருளை அகற்றி மாயம் அழித்து மங்களம் தந்து குரு பக்தியும் சிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ சக்தியும் அளிக்கின்றேன். மனமாயை விடுத்து குரு பதத்தை பற்றுங்கள். நித்யானந்தமாய் நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்துதித்த என்னை பற்றி வாழ்வில் எல்லா நலமும் பெற்றிடுங்கள். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி.
ஓம் 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 ஓம். காளியின் ஆட்டத்தை ஆனந்தத்தை ஆனந்தத்தொடு ஆடிய ஆட்டத்தை கண்டோர் உயிருக்குளெல்லாம் இறங்கி குண்டலினி உயிர்ப்பிக்கச் செய்து மாய மனத்தின் இருளை அகற்றி மாயம் அழித்து மங்களம் தந்து குரு பக்தியும் சிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ சக்தியும் அளிக்கின்றேன். மனமாயை விடுத்து குரு பதத்தை பற்றுங்கள். நித்யானந்தமாய் நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்துதித்த என்னை பற்றி வாழ்வில் எல்லா நலமும் பெற்றிடுங்கள். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி.
ஓம் 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 ஓம். காளியின் ஆட்டத்தை ஆனந்தத்தை ஆனந்தத்தொடு ஆடிய ஆட்டத்தை கண்டோர் உயிருக்குளெல்லாம் இறங்கி குண்டலினி உயிர்ப்பிக்கச் செய்து மாய மனத்தின் இருளை அகற்றி மாயம் அழித்து மங்களம் தந்து குரு பக்தியும் சிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ சக்தியும் அளிக்கின்றேன். மனமாயை விடுத்து குரு பதத்தை பற்றுங்கள். நித்யானந்தமாய் நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்துதித்த என்னை பற்றி வாழ்வில் எல்லா நலமும் பெற்றிடுங்கள். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி.
ஓம் 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 ஓம். காளியின் ஆட்டத்தை ஆனந்தத்தை ஆனந்தத்தொடு ஆடிய ஆட்டத்தை கண்டோர் உயிருக்குளெல்லாம் இறங்கி குண்டலினி உயிர்ப்பிக்கச் செய்து மாய மனத்தின் இருளை அகற்றி மாயம் அழித்து மங்களம் தந்து குரு பக்தியும் சிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ சக்தியும் அளிக்கின்றேன். மனமாயை விடுத்து குரு பதத்தை பற்றுங்கள். நித்யானந்தமாய் நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்துதித்த என்னை பற்றி வாழ்வில் எல்லா நலமும் பெற்றிடுங்கள். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி.
But I wanted to share this amazing miracle that happened yesterday. I had asked Swamiji in Prataksha Padapuja on the second day to help me. I started this business in 2009 because of Swamiji's blessings, but I also work part-time as an engineer at a national lab, and it's very difficult building the business, being a mom, and trying to work. And so I asked Swamiji in the Padapuja to help me make money in the business so that I could retire from my engineering job. And then two days ago in the morning, I got a text from work that they offered an early retirement package, and I qualify. And so I found out I could have 17 days of pay, 17 weeks of pay, so I could take early retirement. And so I'm going to retire June 13th. So Swamiji works really fast. And then I'm going to work full-time on my business, and I'm going to start with doing an internet radio program, and my goal is to enrich 100,000 people on the Vedic principles and talking about yoga and Ayurveda, and so I can do this full-time because Swamiji created this huge banquet for me to just, how could I say no to early retirement and getting paid, and it's an amazing blessing, and I'm still in shock, so I know it's a miracle. This is what I wanted to.
Nithyanandam, welcome back, dear viewers. And as all of us are preparing for a very powerful and a very beautiful direct interaction with the divine, the direct darshan, the direct audience with the divine, the avatar, the super consciousness manifesting in its human form, in the embodied form as the Nija Avatara, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Actually, to each and everyone that are watching us right now, to the thousands of us that are watching us in more than 25,000 social media handles and in more than 27 different social media platforms, in 108 plus languages, this video is being streamed live, which means millions of people in more than 108 different language regions. People are being reached out to, and Swamiji is manifesting. The avatar is touching the lives of millions at this moment. If you are listening to this, maybe you are, amidst your work, you are just quickly wanting to catch up on social media and you accidentally landed upon this video, or whether you are waiting for this time to start so that you can log on to, that Nayana Diksha and you can receive the darshan of Swamiji, or whether you are just waiting for Swamiji's darshan, or you are just, you're here for the first time, curious, and you're wondering what is all this about, right? Whatever got you here. If you are listening to this at this moment, at this point in time, it is because existence, cosmos, the divine has chose to manifest in your life at this point in this form. There is a special gift. There is something that the existence wants to share with you at this time. And indeed, this few moments, the next few minutes is going to be magical for each and every one of us. Because for all of us, when we talk about divine, when we talk about avatar, when we talk about, life with an avatar, it is beyond comprehension. It is not, it is filled with miracles. It is filled with so much of joy. Like every time we see the comments in YouTube, it is filled with people saying, Ma, I just prayed to Swamiji, Swamiji did this to me. I just prayed to Swamiji and Swamiji manifested this. Swamiji healed me of diabetes. Swamiji manifested money for me. And the job that I lost just came back miraculously after Swamiji's blessing. Or, things just changed for me after Swamiji's blessings. My relationship, 13 years, I couldn't speak to this person. He just connected back to me after Swamiji's blessings. Each day, it is filled with hearing such profound experiences of people. And I'm sure for each and every one of us that watch this, that listen to this, even listening to another person sharing it will make us experience that same miracle, which will make us experience like as if we experience that healing. That is the power of just listening to these blissful sharings. That is the power of Leela Dhyana, when you just meditate on the divine Leelas played by the avatar. And here we are with yet another exciting segment, joining with all of you to soak in this divine Leela. The best way to prepare to receive an avatar, to receive the cosmic mother, is just enjoy that intimate feeling connection with her. And the best way to enjoy that feeling connection is when you just listen to thousands of people experiencing that same joy, that same feeling connection. So joining with us in this segment is Ma Jnanatma Swami. And we are here, all three of us are here to share with you all a very, very, very exciting story. And of course, life with Avatar is nothing short of miracles. And here we are to share yet another miracle beyond the comprehension of science and medicines. And we have Rajesh Chandramohanaya, who is joining us for this segment. Nithyananda.
Nithyanandam. Yeah, thank you so much for joining for the sharing today. And today we are all, as we are awaiting the live darshan of Devi Parashakti manifesting through the Nija Avatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the best way to prepare ourselves to receive the avatar, the best way to prepare ourselves is to hear the Leelas and be soaked in the Leela Dhyana of the avatar. What the avatar and how the avatar is playing miracles in each and every one of our lives. How the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is giving us darshan after darshan and causing so many leelas, the divine leelas, the Thiruvilayadals happening in each and every one of our lives. Today, we have invited Rajesh Chandramohan, who's live from Qatar, Middle East, to share with us the miraculous experience caused, the miraculous healing that Rajesh has experienced with Devi Parashakti's Akashic reading. So with no further ado, I would like to have Rajesh Ayya. Please go ahead and share what you would like to share and the miraculous healing that you have experienced, Ayya.
Okay, Ma, Nithyanandam. Yes. So what happened was about 3 months back, I started developing a lot of pain in my shoulder. So it was coming and going off, and as you know, all of us as a devotee, disciple of Swamiji, normally we go through some little bit of pain here and there. And that's because when some of the engrams or something leaves us, some pain or suffering is leaving us, it causes a little bit of pain. So that was happening for about 2 months. It was on and off. And about a month back, I started feeling a lot of pain in my right hand. And I went to an orthopedic. What I did was I put a message to Swami, sent a message to Swami saying that please heal me, Swami, this pain is there. So Swami blessed and said, yes, this pain, I will heal you. Then because, we also need some kind of medical attention, I went to an orthopedic. So the orthopedic saw me, and then he asked me to lift my hand. I couldn't lift my hand. And then he said, this is something called adhesive capsulitis. So what happens is in this ball joint here, there are about 5 muscles which interact with the muscles of the neck and the shoulder. And that's a lot of nerves from the spine move till the hand. So this is what I learned from the orthopedic, which he explained to me. Then he said, you please go for some physiotherapy sessions. They will do some exercises and it will work. So I went through these physiotherapy sessions, and each time the session happened, my pain started increasing. So little by little, my pain was increasing. Then I went for some other, treatment as well. I went for a little bit of an Ayurveda treatment. That also did not work. I completely knew that this physiotherapy is not working at all. Then I went to another orthopedic, and they said this is a very famous and popular, what I can say, clinic and doctor in Qatar. So you please go and check with him. So I went to him. He took the X-ray. He said the X-ray is good. The bone is okay. That's no problem. We have to take an MRI, but it will take about 8 days because there is a waiting list. So you please wait for about 8 days and then let the MRI come. Then I told him, I'm in too much of pain. I'm not able to sleep. Last 2-3 months, my sleep has been completely disturbed. I was, waking up in the middle of the night. I have to apply some ointment. I have to keep some hot pack, ice pack in the middle of the night, then drink some water, then sleep. And if I sleep on this side, it starts paining. Invariably in the night when you turn, it pains. So it got to a point where even if I move my hand, it is pain. So it went to that extent. Then I told this orthopedic, I'm in full of pain. Then he gave me a lot of medicines. He said, these are all painkillers. These are all muscle relaxant, anti-inflammatory. He used a lot of medical terms. Then I was totally perplexed. Being with Swami, we don't take this kind of medicines, right? And then these are all chemicals and we don't know what is happening inside the body. So I just avoided it. I did not take it and I didn't believe in it. Then the orthopedic said, this adhesive capsulitis takes about, if you're in a very acute stage of it, according to him, medically, you're in a very acute stage of this. This is also called periarthritis. So you're in the very acute stage. This acute stage lasts for 2 months. And if there is nothing wrong in the MRI, if it is okay, nothing has happened, because I never had a fall or I never had any kind of injury or nothing. This just came out of the blue. I don't know from where it came. So, of course, I'm in the IT field and I've recently completed 30 years of work experience. So I sit in So I started my career in 1991. So 2021, it's been about 30 years sitting in front of the computer and working on the mouse, and you know how it is now. So,
Yes.
plus a lot of mental stress as well. So last 10 years I've been with Swami and things have been moving very well. And, my health has been touched because of Swami's divine grace and blessings. My health was very good. There is no problem in my health. But suddenly this has come out of the blue, and then I realized then from our, teachings and Swami's teachings also, I realized this is some kind of an engram which is getting released. So whenever a major engram gets released, there is pain in the body, and we all understand that. So this is leaving. So it is causing some pain. But now coming to it medically, the doctor said, the pain will subside only after 2 months. It will take anywhere between 6 to 9 months for it to heal if nothing is wrong inside.
Oh God.
It may take a year. And then I asked, you are saying easily 1 year. So 1 year means, do you mean to say that I have to be on these painkillers for 1 year? He said, yes, there is no other way. You have to be on these painkillers.
1 year of painkillers and
year.
muscle relaxants.
Yeah, 1 year of muscle relaxants, painkillers, and all of that.
Oh,
so
God.
Then I was very worried, but I never started on it. I said I will bear the pain, but I will not take any painkiller because it's very injurious to our health. Then he said, if in 1 year, if it doesn't happen, there is a second in the MRI. If there is a problem in the muscle, we have to give a steroid injection.
Oh,
so
God,
that is a 3 mm syringe. They will give anesthesia. You have to put that 3 mm syringe inside, and then they will give the steroid, and that will, open up the muscles. If that is not working, then we have to go for surgery. So, I was totally baffled with this. I just, came home yesterday. I was in so much pain. I was sitting and crying. At one point, I told Swami, what is this happening to me? Yeah, I've given my life to you. I have donated my life to you. I love you so much. Why are you putting me this through so much of pain? I was crying in front of the Atmamurti and his photo. And my mother said, Rajesh, enough is enough. You are alone in Qatar, no family. Doctors are telling like this. Just tell Swami that you want to come to India for 3 months and we will do some kind of a Siddha Vaidyam. So apart from this allopathy, there is also an Ayurveda and a Siddha treatment for this. And when I did my Google research, it showed that Siddha Vaidyam is the best. Siddha has got this Siddha Varmam technique. With some pressure points, they will release it. So I thought the better thing is to, come to India. So I told yesterday, Devi Parashakti Amma, I am in severe pain. And point number 2, please grant me, please bless me so that I will get 3 months leave. I will come back to India. I will, with your divine grace and blessings, I will go through the Siddha Varma treatment and then I will become all right. So please bless me. So when I put this message on the chat, I could see Devi Parashakti and Swamiji. I could feel that when Swamiji saw this, his face changed. He was very worried. He was very compassionate. And I could see the criticality of the issue with how he is able to look at it. Immediately, his Devi Parashakti said, I will heal you immediately. I will heal you completely. So I said, okay, ma, thank you very much. I assumed that since I asked for 3 months leave and all, I have to go through this procedure. So I will ask for leave, I will go to India and all of that. So my mind is set. Then I am, sitting with other people and watching the, involved in the Arul work. So then what happened within about 2 minutes, I just with my left hand, because my right hand is so painful, I cannot move it. So in my left hand, I just got up and reached for my phone because, I expected my mother will call me. So I just, reached out to my phone. Suddenly from nowhere, from inside, there is something opened from inside. I could see that noises, some noise came, opened, and I was in lot of pain for about 2 minutes. I just held, I know Swami is healing me. This is getting released. So I said, Swamiji, and then put my hand here and just sat down. After 2 minutes, the pain subsided. No pain at all. No pain at all. And even now, as I speak, there is no pain.
Wow.
Whatever was inside, I don't know what happened inside. Those muscles just opened up and the pain is gone. Where that pain is there, I don't know. There is no pain in my hand right now.
So from Devi Parashakti's Akashic reading yesterday till now, you were before Devi Parashakti's Akashic reading, you were sitting and crying in pain. And after Devi Parashakti healed you through the Nijavatar of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, from that moment, 2 minutes after the darshan till now, last 24 hours, more than 24 hours, you do not have any pain.
No pain, no pain. Absolutely no pain.
Wow.
Absolutely no pain. So all
and
my
viewers,
plans
I just
of
wanted the viewers to know, I am so sorry to interrupt. I just wanted all the viewers who are watching this to know, Rajesh Iyer could and was prescribed to be on pain medication, painkiller medication for more than 1 year. And there is no way to medically, allopathically heal this pain. He had to be on painkillers for more than 1 year, and he was prescribed steroid injection, and if that doesn't help, surgery. There was no other cure, and actually there is no cure. All this is only to be able to bear the pain and to be able to see. Maybe it will relax the pain that Iyer is experiencing. That is what allopathic medication had prescribed to Rajesh Iyer, and even one of the best orthopedics in Qatar. This is all he could do. And here Rajesh Iyer is so blessed to have the darshan of Devi Parashakti and came, and in just 2 minutes, the pain has completely disappeared.
Wow.
We have read in the Puranas, in the Itihasas, about the miracles performed by the various avatars. Here we are also blessed to see the divine leelas, the Thiruvilayadals of Devi Parashakti right in front of our eyes. Amazing, Ayya.
And one more point to note, Ma, I am sitting in Qatar, okay? Devi Parashakti and Swamiji is sitting somewhere where I don't know, remotely. In some place, Devi Parashakti, in Kailasa, Swamiji is sitting in Devi Parashakti, and I am probably some 5,000 miles away, possibly. And I'm sitting here, I'm sitting alone, and I've just connected over the Zoom. That's it, nothing else. And Swamiji and Parashakti is able to reach out to me, to that particular place, and heal it and open it up. And one more thing happened, ma. See, all this is Swamiji's blessings, cosmos, everything is working and aligning so beautifully. One of my friend called me 2-3 days back. He said there is Siddha Vaidyar in Qatar, and you may please contact him. And I just contacted him. He came to my house. He saw Swamiji's photo and all that. He knows everything about Swamiji. Swamiji has connected me with him, and he said, I will give you some relaxation. That is all I can do. I can't do anything much, but it is him who has to cure you.
Oh, so even the Siddha Vaidya said only Swamiji can cure you.
Yes, only Swamiji can cure you, whatever has to happen. But I can try to move the muscle and bring it back to the origin. See, what has happened is, this is the ball and joint, ma. So what happens is, there is a 5 muscles which are holding on to this. So it is not allowing the movement. So this has to release. And when this releases, what he has to do is, sometimes you have to physically take it and release it. So that is extremely painful. Extremely painful. So when it is physically done by one person to the other, it is very painful. So what Parashakti has done is, she has not allowed anybody to touch. She herself has sent the energy and released it.
Wow. Yeah, what a blessing. Yeah, what a blessing. I mean, we have seen, devotees getting healed, and Swamiji has physically touched millions and healed millions. But here, wherever we are, few thousand miles away from where Swamiji is, and where the manifestation of the Parashakti is happening, like you said so beautifully. Yeah, you are in the IT field, and the field full of logic, and field full of logic and what we know as the matrix world. And for all these logical minds who are watching this, watching us live right now, and watching this sharing, what would you like to say? How would you like to explain this for all the people who are sitting and wondering? Because this is beyond logic. This is beyond what any of us can even fathom. How is this happening? How is a muscle which is holding on to your ball joint on the shoulder is relaxing when Devi Parashakti is just uttering that word? In 2 minutes, it is just happening, and miraculously you are healed, and past 24 hours you have absolutely no pain, and you're here on live on NTV sharing your experience. How would you like to explain it, Aya?
Yes, ma. See, being in the IT field, and generally when you look at science and technology, they say that every scientist, or in the technology field, we are all asked to look at things, see, and then believe in it. So if there is a piece of code and it is working in a particular way, you have to see if it is working in that way. So it is absolutely logic. If this is the condition, this is what happens, else this happens. This is how the code is written. Similarly, in technology, everywhere they say that you have to see things through a microscope, you have to analyze things, you will have to believe only what you see. That is how we have been taught. But with Swamiji, what has happened, being with Swami, he has walked us through this 25 states and 5 dimensions. So when you start mapping those, we are in the length dimension. So we are operating in the length dimension. So in the length dimension, what happens? My thought process is, I need 3 months. I need to go for a medical treatment. Somebody has to touch me. Somebody has to, open up that muscle. So it is all in the length direction, logic. But Swami operates in 5 dimensions. He operates in breadth, depth, space, and time. So when you look at that dimension side of it, breadth is the emotion part, right? And then there is this depth, and then there is this time and space. When you look at Devi Parashakti, she is beyond the time, beyond space. Swamiji also lives in a space, beyond space and beyond time. So when you try to, I'm trying to loosely understand what Swamiji has done, but finally it is unexplainable if you take the logic part of it. But if you take some part of the teachings of Swamiji and say this is how it works. But ultimately it is the experience all of us go through which makes us believe. So if somebody would have to say that Swamiji is going to sit there and you will be here on a video conference, he will bless you and then you will become all right, I will not believe. But when I go through that experience, then I know for myself that this is true. That Swami is a Nija Avatara, he is an avatar, he is an incarnation. Only he himself can do. Otherwise, this is humanly impossible. Only an avatar can do this.
Absolutely, yeah, so beautifully put. And for all the viewers, I just wanted to share the reason why we have every day, so many people coming and sharing their experience. When you just listen to the person who has just experienced a miraculous healing from excruciating pain, that he was sitting and crying, unable to bear the pain, sitting and crying and praying to Swamiji, saying, Swamiji, please heal it. And in 2 minutes, the pain gets healed. Imagine the relief that the being would have had. Imagine the joy and the bliss that the being would have experienced. And when we hear that directly from the person who has experienced the feeling, then you know, yes, this is possible for me also. And today, Devi Parashakti is coming again to bless each and every one of us. Let us all sit and prepare ourselves knowing that whatever healing you may want, physical healing, mental healing, psychological healing, emotional healing, conscious healing, whatever healing you want, just sit and pray to Devi Parashakti. Devi, let your eyes fall on me. Let your compassion fall on me. Let you bless me. Let your grace be with me. Let your presence be with me. Just sit and deeply melt and connect with Devi Parashakti. She will bless each and every one of us. Every question that is posted across the various social media platforms directly falls under the divine compassionate eyes of Devi Parashakti. Every question falls under her divine compassionate eyes. And let your question, let our prayers be answered. And that is what we are here for, just to share with you what all Devi Parashakti does. And whatever Rajeshya experienced, the miraculous healing is possible for each and every one of us. And like Rajeshya said, our mind thinks in a very logical way, and it can only think in a certain trained way of thought current that is infused and imposed on us by the society. For example, okay, I have to go to the doctor, I have to take 3 months leave, I have to be in bed rest. This is all the society has trained us to think. But the cosmos, the universe, the prapancha has so many more possibilities available. In 1 minute, you can be healed. But the society does not let us know such possibilities exist. The very advent of the avatar is to make us know anything is possible. Anything is possible. Whatever problems that you may be facing, physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, financially, whatever problems, in 1 minute, just with the blessings of Devi Parashakti, they can be healed. So just open up yourself. Just sit with openness. And if you can, sit with a deep trust and devotion and love for Devi Parashakti. And if you are new, and if you have not been initiated, or if you're just watching this, just sit with openness. Okay, let me just be open. Let me be open to what Devi Parashakti can shower me with, and just sit with that openness, and you will experience it for yourself. There are so many things in the world which are beyond logic, beyond what we can even think or cognize or perceive. And these darshans, the BHAVASAMADHI darshans and Devi Parashakti Akashic reading, is to take us to a space where there are things in this cosmos beyond our logic, and it will become our personal experience as well. The divine miracles can happen in our lives. What we read in the Puranas and the Itihasas and the Upanishads is possible in our lives. That is what an avatar, the very manifestation and the very happening of an avatar, is to bring all of this to reality, is to bring the ultimate truths as tangible realities and experiences in our life. And that is possible to each and every one of us today. And Rajeshya, thank you so much for sharing. Your sharing was so touching and melting, and just made every one of us feel, oh God, what Swamiji can do to our lives. What Swamiji can do to each and every one of us. Thank you so much for coming and sharing and enriching the world with your experience again. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for this opportunity, Ma, and gratitude to Swamiji and Devi Parashakti for healing me completely. Thank you, Ma. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rajesh.
Nithyananda.
And your viewers, while we are waiting for the Devi Parashakti to come, whatever prayers and boons that you want to share, take a moment. We'll be right back with you after a short break. Now just sit and connect with the Devi Parashakti and pen down what is it that you would like to ask today, and deeply connect with the Devi Parashakti. Just sit in that space of deep unclutching and prepare yourself to receive Devi Parashakti.
காளியின் ஆட்டத்தை ஆனந்தத்தை ஆனந்தத்தொடு ஆடிய ஆட்டத்தை கண்டோர் உயிருக்குளெல்லாம் இறங்கி குண்டலினிவில் உயிர்ப்பிக்கச் செய்து மாய மனத்தின் இருளை அகற்றி மாயம் அழித்து மங்களம் தந்து குரு பக்தியும் சிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ பக்தியும் பரமசிவ சக்தியும் அளிக்கின்றேன். மனமாயை விடுத்து குரு பதத்தை பற்றுங்கள். நித்யானந்தமாய் நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்துதித்த என்னை பற்றி வாழ்வில் எல்லா நலமும் பெற்றிடுங்கள். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி, ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி.
Nithyanandam, and welcome back, dear viewers. And
that
each
was
time-
like an amazing experience that Rajeshaya had shared with us. How what was normally to take 2 years to heal, and that also not heal completely, just the pain might get subdued. Devi Parashakti through our beloved Swamiji just took less than 2 minutes to heal it. So this amazing experience, I'm sure each of you that are here would be having a bountiful of experiences, and you all can email to us at contact@kailasa.org your experiences, and you can connect with us so that even you might also get an opportunity to come and share it with the viewers on the Nithyananda
And
TV.
actually, just here, right now, seeing the comment section filled with gratitude messages, hearts, our comment section filled with so much of love from people. It is such a joy to sit here every day, where thousands of us sitting in so many different places just enjoy Devi Parashakti. And the best space, the best way to experience, the best way, what can you do to prepare for it? What can you do to receive Devi Parashakti is just tune yourself into that space of gratitude. So how do we prepare for BHAVASAMADHI darshan? What is the science of BHAVASAMADHI darshan? Let us enter into preparing ourselves to receive Devi Parashakti, the BHAVASAMADHI darshan.
So blessed
Now
we are
first,
that every day, literally. So sorry, Ma. I was just saying that, we are so blessed. Literally every day, Devi Parashakti is landing back from Kailasa, manifesting through the Nija Avatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And this is what is BHAVASAMADHI darshan. The divine beings landing from Kailasa, the divine beings who are real, landing from Kailasa, manifesting through the embodied form of and the Nija Avatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is BHAVASAMADHI darshan. Let us now enter into the science of BHAVASAMADHI darshan.
This is a beautiful Shastra Pramana that we have from the Malini Vijayottara Tantra. Kathana Chakti Padadva Yadva Padavalokanat Prasadat Swaguru Samyak Prapyate Paramam Padam. By the enlightening teachings of the Guru Kathana, by the Shakti Pada, the graceful transmission of spiritual powers, by looking at the sacred feet of the Guru, and by the complete loving favor of the Guru Prasada, the ultimate goal and space, the Paramam Padam, is attained just through having the darshan of the Guru's feet. You will achieve the Parama Padam. And here we have actually all of these Shaktipada and having the darshan of the Guru, the sacred feet, and the Kathana, the words, all the three happening directly from Devi Parashakti through our Guru. So this is a very, very, very powerful process that we are experiencing.
Now, Bhavasamadhi Darshan is not an event in space and time. Rather, Darshan happens at the moment when we are lifted out of space and time. During Bhavasamadhi Darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar.
Bhava is defined as directing and activating the emotional and spiritual energy that is created through meditation on the avatar.
The brain neurons mirror, activate, and process all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing. See, we don't do any action. Your eyes are just falling on Devi Parashakti, and whatever the neural activities are happening in the avatar's brain just literally gets mirrored into each and every one of us. That is why beyond any logic, beyond any explanation, you feel so joyful, so blissful. You just want, and you completely forget the sense of time and space, where you are, how long the darshan is going, because literally your brain is mirroring the activities happening all in the avatar's brain. You don't even know that those neurons are getting triggered and they are getting activated in your brain, just the way it is in avatar's brain. The science of
this science is, sorry, Ma.
Please go ahead.
This science is the science of quantum tunneling, like how quantum tunneling is defined as how a low energy electron, when it has to move over an energy barrier. As a particle, it cannot move over it because it will need more energy, whereas as a wave, it can just propagate through it. So the science is, and that science where how it propagates and goes through, that is called as the quantum tunneling. And this is the same science that we have during the Bhavasamadhi Darshan. That is why you might be sitting anywhere in the world. You might be sitting in New York, you might be sitting in Australia, you might be sitting in China, you might be sitting in India, you might be sitting anywhere in the world. The energy of the avatar will reach wherever you are. That is why people materialize, people have Kundalini awakening, everything without any physical touch. The whole experience happens because this is the science behind Bhavasamadhi Darshan. The quantum tunneling is actually happening. And the mirroring of neurons, where what's happening in the avatar gets mirrored in your brain. And that is what happens during the darshan.
Now, what is the science behind the Bhavasamadhi Darshan? There's a beautiful incident described in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, the 4th chapter, where once when Krishna sees his own reflection, the sweetness reflected on the jeweled wall, he was amazed and he said, "How unprecedented and astonishing is this deep and indescribable sweetness of mine. Alas, when I see it, even I become greedy to enjoy, just like Radhika. When I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it, but I can't. And after due consideration, I find that the only way to relish the sweetness is to the constitution of Sri Radhika." Now, the science of Bhavasamadhi Darshan is where the Nijavatara, the embodied form, manifests Paramashiva, the formless, the consciousness, through the being of Paramashiva, the light body called the Divya Sharira, and manifests as Nijavatara, the embodied physical form, for us to experience Paramashiva. Now, today, all of us are going to be having Devi Parashakti. The consciousness of Devi Parashakti, which is formless, expresses through the being of Rajarajeshwari and then manifests through the Nijavatara, the embodied form as Devi Meenakshi, embodying and sitting herself and the form as the supreme pontiff of Hinduism.
Now, many of us may have gone to temples. We have had the darshan of Devi Parashakti. We have had the darshan of Rajarajeshwari, Meenakshi. Now, what is the difference between you going to a temple and having the darshan of the deity versus coming and sitting and having the Bhavasamadhi darshan of Devi Parashakti? Now, as we explained just now, the three aspects: the consciousness, the being and the manifestation. The Archavatara reflects the consciousness and the manifestation, the being of the superconscious energy. However, human beings, many times, we are not mature enough to receive that higher level experiences from the Archavatara directly. Though the avatar, the Archavatara, the deity is so powerful, we may not be able to receive it. However, the physical embodied form, the avatar, comes down again and again and again out of his deepest compassion and love for humanity to bridge the gap and create that experience of super consciousness in all of us. So in the Nijavatara, during the BHAVASAMADHI darshan, the Nijavatara, the physical embodied form of the avatar, manifests the consciousness of that divine energy, manifests the very being, and manifests in the physical embodied form. So like how we relate with human beings very easily, when it happens through a physical embodied form, when Devi Parashakti is talking and you can see her eyes moving and you can see her lips smiling and you can see the very physical expression of Devi Parashakti, immediately you connect and you're able to have that experience much more easily than when we go to a temple and have the darshan of the deity.
Absolutely, actually, that is why whenever the Nijavatara manifests any dimension or any being, that dimension of Paramashiva, the auspicious components and powerfulness of those dimensions of the deities, like now like Venkateshwara means the auspiciousness, like Devi Parashakti means her Shaktis, her powerfulness, her divinity, her compassion, all those dimensions starts manifesting in us. And that is what is science itself.
Absolutely, and so many times, when the red curtain opens, we are like, okay, how is Devi Parashakti going to appear today? And, what kind of jewelry is Devi Parashakti going to wear? And how Devi Parashakti is going to give darshan? We are all waiting. There is a deep eagerness and that deep joy to see how the divine cosmic mother is going to give darshan for us today. So the BHAVASAMADHI darshan is a direct experience of that costless auspiciousness. During the BHAVASAMADHI darshan, our being comes alive and celebrates with the energy wave of existence.
Our muscles learn and radiate to imbibe Paramashiva on its own. Like we will not put any effort on its own, just through the darshan. Our muscles learn to imbibe and radiate Paramashiva. This BHAVASAMADHI darshan is like a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand.
Even without much support from our side, our very bio-memory awakens to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, during the BHAVASAMADHI darshan.
To have a glimpse of the darshan of an avatar cleanses the karmas of lifetimes and creates a deep and a lasting transformation in us. Now, the best space to receive the darshan is gratitude, because gratitude enables the reflection of consciousness on all levels, physical, psychological, even ultimately in your conscious level. That is why when you do the darshan meditation as a preparation, it helps us to tune into that space of gratitude. In that time, any conscious resolution, the Satya Sankalpa, desires, wants, needs, it will all just drop. You will simply be ready to purely reflect that consciousness, that Paramashiva in you. That is why just sit when you receive the darshan. Sit with this context. Just go down. Tell Parashakti, I know you are the source of everything. You are everything and you are in embodied form as the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Maha Sannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. And you are in this body also. You are the source for both. Let me connect with you. Let you reveal yourself to me. Let me be in the BHAVASAMADHI of. Now just sit in the same space. Get ready to receive the darshan of Devi Parashakti. You all can take a minute or two to set up your Panchopachara Puja kit. Just sandalwood paste, sandalwood powder, flowers, incense, lamp, offering of Naivedyam. Yes, let us all now enter into the Paramashivoham mantra as all of us prepare to receive the darshan of Devi Parashakti. The Paramashivoham mantra is blessed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as an initiation diksha that transmits energy, experience, and powers in the form of sacred mantras. Just like how an avatar transmits shaktis just by a look, nayana, or a touch, sparsha, similarly the avatar births himself as a mantra which encompasses all his shaktis, energies, and transmits those shaktis to the devotee. Anyone to whom this mantra is chanted from the space of oneness and deep blissful awareness, that person is bestowed with health, well-being, wealth, abundance, and prosperity, love and fulfilling relationships, enormous growth and success in business, job, and finances, a complete and a fulfilled life manifests without any types of doshas, sins, evil eyes, or obstacles, leading to a long, healthy, and a blissful life. With the grace and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Kailasa's Department of Human Services and Kailasa's Department of Religion and Worship is offering the Paramashivoham Mantra prayer service on behalf of each and every one of you. Today, we are going to be offering the Paramashivoham Mantra prayer service and request the blessing of Devi Parashakti manifesting in her Nija Avatara in the embodied physical form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, on behalf of each and every one of you for the following benefits. We are going to be offering the prayer for all of you to have healing of all your health issues, for you to experience healing of physiological, psychological stress and anxiety, healing of addictions, moving out of depression, moving out of pain patterns, for you to have improved career, for you to heal your relationships with spouse, family, and profession, for you to have breakthrough in wealth dimension, for you to be protected of all diseases and negativities, for the protection of children orphaned during the pandemic, protection from natural calamities, for the protection from lost wages and income, for you to have solution to any problem, for you to have breakthrough in creativity, increased inspiration, moving out of debts, experiencing increased energy and vitality.
And we are offering our prayers so that you can get blessed and receive the blessings of Devi Parashakti for healing from any insecurities. We are offering our prayers for you to receive protection from any direct or indirect effects of the pandemic. We are offering our prayers for the leadership consciousness to be awakened in each and every one of us. We are offering our prayers for you to get healing from any genetic or inherited disorder. We are offering our prayers for you to experience completion in your muscle memory and biomemory. We are offering our prayers so that you experience completion with your biological mother, so that you can experience the feeling connection with the divine cosmic mother. We are offering our prayers to awaken the divine feminine consciousness in you. And we are offering our prayers for the grace, blessings, and protection of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to be always with you.
Let us now enter into the Paramashivoham mantra. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Hrim Nithyanandaya Namaha. Om Ham Haum Shivaya Namaha. Om Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvaditam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasya Laksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavaditam Triguna-rahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami.
I surrender to the Sadguru, who is the eternal bliss, the bestower of supreme happiness, the one who is the embodiment of wisdom, who is beyond duality, who is omnipresent, to whom the supreme goal is giving the enlightenment experience, who is eternal, pure and unshakable, who is the silent spectator of all thought processes, who is beyond emotions, who is without the three qualities called the sattva, rajas and tamas. Now, we'll now be entering into the conscious resolution of Sankalpa. When you make a conscious resolution in the presence of the avatar, the power of the Sankalpa itself will deliver the experience and manifest your reality.
Om Mamopata Samasta Duridakshaya Dwara Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartham.
I am taking this conscious resolution today for destroying all my karmas and sins, and in order to please Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Asya Devadevasya Mahadevasya Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayakasya.
Who is the God of all gods? Who is the greatest of gods? The Lord of the universes and multiverses. Who is the Lord of the cosmos?
Sakala Jagat Srishti Sthiti Samhara Tiro Bhava Anugrahakya Panchakritya Parayanasya.
The one who does the cosmic actions of creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation.
Adimadhyantarahitasya Prameya Parakramasya Tattvartha Gocharasya.
The one who is the beginning, middle, and end, the one who is immeasurable.
Akaro Karamakarātmaka Pranavatmakasya Vrishabharudhasya Mahadevasya Kamikadivatulanta Mahadantrakya Shaiva Gamaswarupasya Sakala Nigama Gamaswarupasya Shuddhadvaita Shaiva Swarupasya Nithyananda Padastasya Nithyananda Swarupasya Shuddha Sachidananda Vigrahasya Rupa Rupatitasya Sakala Nishkala Swarupasya Nitya Niranjana Niramaya Nirvikara Khandadisheshanasya Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivasya Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivavatara Bhutasya Sarvadeva Devi Sarupasya Bhagavatah Shri Nithyananda Paramasivasya cha Prityartham Shubhe Shobhane Muhurte Adya Brahmanaha Dvitiya Parade Shri Shvetavaraha Kalpe Vaivasvatamanvantare Ashtavinshaditame Nitya Yuge Pratame Pade Jambo Dvipe Bharata Varshe Bharata Khande Meroho Dakshine Parshve Shakabde Asmin Vartamane Vyavaharike Prabhavadinam Shashtyaha Samvatsaranam Madhye Shubhanama Samvatsare Shubhayane Shubharatau Shubhamase Shubhapakshe Shubhatitau Shubhavasara Yuktayam Shubhanakshatra Shubhayoga Shubhakarana Evam Guna Viseshena Visishtayam Asyam Shubhaditau.
During this auspicious time, during the second half of the lifetime of Lord Brahma, during the Kalpa called Shvetavaraha, during the regime of Vaivasvata Manu, during the first quarter of the Yuga called Nitya Yuga, in the island called Jambu, in the continent called Bharata Varsha, in the subcontinent called Bharata Khanda, in the southern side of Mount Meru, in the Shakayara, during the auspicious year, which is one of the set of 60 years, which is in practice, of which Prabhava is the first year, in the auspicious Ayana, in the auspicious season, in the auspicious month, in the auspicious Paksha, the face of the moon, on this auspicious Tithi, which is the number of the days from the new moon or the full moon, on the auspicious day, during the auspicious Nakshatra, the Vedic star, during such an auspicious moment, during the auspicious Yoga and Karana.
Adi Kailase Kalpavrikshasya Daha Nithyananda Nagare Smrita Smritana Muktidayake Mahakshetre.
Now, we request all the participants, whether you're offering for yourself or others, please chant and male names now. Namadheyasya. We now request all the female participants, whether you're offering for yourself or for others, but if you're offering for any female participant, please chant the names now. नाम्याः च
यजमानानामावयोः सह कुटुम्बानां बन्धुवर्गाणां मित्रवर्गाणां दायादिवर्गाणां सोदरवर्गाणां समेषाम्.
For all those who are participants, hosts, and me with their families, relatives, inheritors, brothers, and everyone.
सर्वाभीष्ट सिद्ध्यर्थं सर्वमंगलावाप्त्यर्थं उत्तरोत्तर नवच्छिन्न स्थिरलक्ष्मी प्राप्त्यर्थं.
Always let there be good and auspiciousness. Always let there be unbroken and steady flow of abundance, prosperity, and wealth.
कुटुम्बे सर्वेषां सर्वाभीष्ट सिद्ध्यर्थं चिन्तित मनोरथवाप्यर्थम्. समेषाम् आधिर्व्याधिनिवृत्त्यर्थं समेषां शिरादिपादपर्यन्तं विद्यमानानां समेषु अङ्गेषु जनितजनिष्यमान सकलविध नानाविध रोगाणां व्यपोहार्थं तद्वारा रोगदृढगात्रवपुः सिद्ध्यर्थम्.
Let all chronic diseases be healed. Let all kind of diseases and disorders in the body, starting from head till toe, which has occurred or which is yet to occur in the various parts of the body, be healed. Let a strong, diseaseless, and healthy and handsome body be obtained. Samesham
paraikaratribhischa कृतकरिष्यमान सकलविध मंत्र तंत्र यंत्र विषचूर्ण आभिचार स्तंभन मारण उच्चाटन विद्वेषण वशीकरणादि मांत्रिक प्रयोगेभ्यः रक्षणः प्राप्त्यर्थं तद्वारा
Samesham sarvabhishta siddhyartham. Let protection be obtained from all the evil effects of the acts performed by people either in the past or yet to be performed in the future through the use of mantras, tantras, yantras, poisonous pills, employing spells for malevolent purposes like making a person immobile, killing a person through vomiting, diarrhea, and upsetting and ruining the health, hypnotizing, etc.
अपमृत्यु दोष निवृत्त्यर्थं काल मृत्यु अकाल मृत्यु दुर्मृत्यु निवृत्त्यर्थं.
Let all the doshas related to death like destined death, unnatural death, fatal death be removed. Samesham antardrishti, bahidrishti, krura
दृष्टि व्यापार दृष्टि अनुकूल दृष्टि प्रतिकूल दृष्टि इत्यादि सकलविध दृष्ट दोष निवृत्त्यर्थं.
Let all the effects of evil eyes from known and unknown sources, effects of cruelty filled eyes, evil eyes of business enemies, effects of evil eyes of people who may project as if they are well-wishers, and the effects of evil eyes of people who are against their well-being be removed. Samesham
शत्रु बहि शत्रु क्रूर शत्रु व्यापार शत्रु
अनुकूल शत्रु प्रतिकूल शत्रु इत्यादि सकलविध शत्रु बाधा निवृत्त्यर्थम. Let all the effects of inner enemies, outer enemies, fierce enemies, business enemies, enemies who project themselves as good, and enemies who work against their well-being be removed. Samesham matrushapaadi
सकलविध शापानां व्यपोहनार्थं.
Let the effects of all the curses right from the mother be removed. Anadi
अविद्यावासनया प्रवर्तमाने अस्मिन् महति संसार चक्रे विचित्राभिः कर्मगतिभिः विचित्रासु योनिषु पुनः पुनः अनेकधा जनित्वा.
From time immemorial, due to ignorance, we get caught in the vast cycle of birth and death. Due to the effects of our action, we take birth again and again in various bodies, which is quite strange.
केनापि पुण्यकर्म विशेषेण भगवतः श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवस्य परिमितया कृपया इदानीन्तन मनुष्य जन्म प्राप्तवताम्.
Yet, due to some good action, with the extreme and the immeasurable compassion and the grace of Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, we have been blessed with a human body.
समेषां विभजन्मनि पूर्वजन्मनि जन्म जन्मान्तरेषु सर्वैः कृतानां शिवनिन्दा देवी निन्दा गुरुनिन्दा दोषव्यपोहार्थं शिवापराध देव्यपराध गुर्वपराध दोषव्यपोहार्थम्.
Any kind of abuse we may have done to Paramashiva, Parashakti and Guru in the present birth, past birth, or in any of the births be removed. Any kind of crimes and offences committed against Paramashiva, Parashakti and Guru be removed.
ब्रह्महत्या सुरापान स्वर्णस्तेय गुरुतल्पगमन तत्संसर्गाख्य पंचमहापातकादि समस्त पाप व्यतिरिक्तार्थम्.
Let the 5 great sins like killing a Brahman, drinking prohibited alcohol, stealing gold, having illicit relationship with Guru's wife, one's own mother, elder sister, and other such motherly figures, and associating with those people who have committed one or the other above mentioned crimes be removed.
अपि च सर्वै बाल्ये वयसि कौमारे यौवने वार्धक्ये च.
That all the karmic effects of the action done as a child, adolescent, youth, and as an old age person.
जाग्रत स्वप्न सुषुप्ति अवस्थासु.
That all the karmic effects done in the wakeful dream or deep sleep state.
कर्मेन्द्रिय ज्ञानेन्द्रिय व्यापारैः सम्भावितानां.
Let all the sins done through the karmendriyas, that is the 5 organs which perform action like speech, hands, feet, excretion, reproductive organs, and the jnanendriyas, that is the 5 organs which receive information like ears, eyes, nose, tongue, and skin.
अतिपातकान् रहस्यकृतानां प्रकाशकृतानां अतिपातकानां उपपातकानां संकलीकरणानां मलिनीकरणानां अपात्रीकरणानां जातिभ्रंशकानां प्रकीर्तितानां एवं नवानां नवविधानां बहूनां बहुविधानां सर्वेषां पापानां सद्यः.
Let the sins which were done openly or secretly, the greatest of the great sins, the minor of the minor sins, multiple sins, sin like raping a woman, unjustifiable sin, sin of destroying the caste system, narrow-minded sins, such 9 sins and 9 types of sins, and more sins and more types of sins be removed.
अपनोदन द्वारा समस्त मंगल प्राप्त्यर्थं शिव भक्ति देवी भक्ति गुरु भक्ति सिद्ध्यर्थं परमशिवत्व परमशिव स्थिति परमशिव शक्ति सिद्ध्यर्थं.
Through the removal of sins, let us be showered with all the auspiciousness, and let Paramashiva Bhakti, Devi Bhakti, and Guru Bhakti be obtained. Let the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, and powers of Paramashiva be obtained.
कुटुम्बे सर्वदा सन्मंगल प्राप्त्यर्थं अन्योन्य प्रेमाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं पूर्णत्व सिद्ध्यर्थं सर्वापनिवृत्त्यर्थं.
Let the whole family always be showered with all the auspiciousness. Let mutual love bloom among all the people. Let completion happen. Let all the mishap be removed.
क्षिप्रारोग्यवाप्त्यर्थं आयुर्भिवृद्ध्यर्थं.
Let healthy body be obtained instantly and immediately. Let longevity be bestowed.
व्यापारे उद्योगे च सर्वजनवशीकरणार्थं तद्वारा उन्नतोन्नत स्थान प्राप्त्यर्थं.
Let your charisma impress everyone in the business and job, and through that let you attain the best of the best position.
बहुधन सौख्य प्राप्त्यर्थं गृह कनक पशुपुत्र पौत्र धन धान्य सौख्य प्राप्त्यर्थं.
Let extremely wealthy and happy life happen. Let various wealth be showered in the form of household, cattle, children, grandchildren, money, grains, and all the comforts related to worldly life.
आदित्यादीनां नवानां ग्रहाणां दोषपीडा निवारणार्थं आदित्यादीनां नवानां ग्रहाणां आनुकूल्यता सिद्ध्यर्थं.
Let all the malefic effects of the 9 planets be removed, and let the auspiciousness be bestowed by the grace of all the 9 planets.
भूम्यन्तरिक्षे विद्यमान भूत प्रेत पिशाच राक्षस ब्रह्म राक्षस वेताल कुष्मांड डाकिनी शाकिनी इत्यादि सर्वारिष्ट निवारणार्थं.
Let all the effects that cause calamities on the planet Earth and the evil effects from the various demonic beings like Bhuta, Preta, dead people, Pishacha, demon, Rakshasa, Brahma Rakshasa, Vetala, ghost, Kushmanda, the class of demons, Dakini, the little devil, Shakini, the kind of female demon, be removed.
Manovyakulata nivaranartham.
Let all the mental confusion and worry be removed.
Prarabdhe karmani karishyamane karmani adidaivita adibhautika adhyatmika vigna nivaranartham.
Let all the obstacles be removed with regard to action done or going to be done related to God, world, and spirituality.
Samastarina nivaranartham dhanalakshmi, dhanyalakshmi, santanalakshmi, saubhagyalakshmi, vidyalakshmi, shaurya-lakshmi, veera-lakshmi, vijaya-lakshmi, ityadi ashtalakshmi paripurna kripa kataksha siddhyartham.
Let all the wounds be removed. Let all the Ashtalakshmis like Dhanalakshmi, wealth, Dhanya-lakshmi, food and rain, Santan-lakshmi, offering, Saubhagya-lakshmi, fortune, Vidya-lakshmi, knowledge, Shaurya-lakshmi, bravery, Veera-lakshmi, heroism, Vijaya-lakshmi, success be showered.
परीक्षासु उन्नतस्थाने विजयप्राप्त्यर्थं सर्वविद्यापारंगता सिद्ध्यर्थं मेधाशक्ति ग्रहणशक्ति अभिवृद्ध्यर्थं.
Let the top rank be obtained in all the examinations. Let all the excellence be acquired in all the fields of knowledge. Let the memory power, understanding ability be increased.
इत्यादि सकलविध सन्मंगलानि गुरुकृपाकटाक्षेण प्राप्त्यर्थं.
By the grace of Guru, let all the above auspiciousness be showered upon.
श्री कैलासोन्नत द्वादशान्त श्यामला पीठारूढ़.
The one who has ascended the Madurai Adinam Shyamala Peetam, the Peetam established by Devi Meenakshi, the incarnation of Shyamala Devi, which is the supreme place of Kailasa, where Paramashiva resides and rules the whole cosmos and Kailasa.
श्री मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वर भिन्न स्वरूप परशिव पुत्र रत्न कुमार.
The one who is no different from Meenakshi Sundareshwara, the most perfect son of Paramashiva.
गुरुमन्य तुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती स्तन्यपान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विशुद्ध सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड़ वेद प्रवर्त.
The young boy who is the gem among the Gurus and the unequaled avatar, the one who received the enlightenment by drinking the breast milk of Devi Parvati, the author of the famous Dravida Vedam, which is the essence of all the Vedas and Agamas.
सर्वजन संग सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्यापवर्ग वर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमत कलप केसरी.
The showerer of Videha Mukti and the immutable state of enlightenment immediately by Nirvana Diksha to all people. The one who creates his protecting leader, the roaring lion and the comforting young elephant for other religions.
शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु शपन शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु.
The Acharya who established the Saiva Siddhanta. The Raja Guru of the Pandya, who is the supreme king of all kings, the Guru who is also the Pandya king, the supreme king of all kings, the enlightening sun that removes the utter darkness of delusion, the one who installed the Rishabha, the flag, the creator and the reviver of Shaivism. सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामी नाम श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामी नाम अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ तृणवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान. The one who is the ruler of the Sarvajna Pita, the seat of omniscience, oh, the avatar of such above mentioned attributes, the Guru of the whole world, Sri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Swami, Appar Sundara and Manika Vachakar Swami, oh, the ruler of the kingdom of enlightenment, Shyamala Pita, Mahasamsthana, which was revived by Jnana Sambandha Swami, oh, the one who has ascended the seat of omniscience.
अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान.
The one who has ascended the seat of Arunachal Sarvajna Pita in the lineage of Arunagiri Yogeshwara.
कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान.
The one who has ascended the seat of Kanchi Kailasa Sarvajna Pita as the 233rd pontiff in the lineage of Kailasa.
नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रचित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तृ.
The creator of the Nithyananda Pita Mahasamsthana Mahasimhasana Pita, which is eternally celebrating, auspicious, festive, and having the attracting energy of enriching.
साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वत मनुष्य ग्वालेश्वर भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य भूताभिषिक्त चूड़ामणि. साक्षात् श्री परमेश्वर समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणी पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर.
The 1008 Sri Mahamandaleshwara of Mahanirvani Pita, established by Bhagavan Paramashiva himself and revived by sage Kapila.
साक्षात् श्री परमेश्वर सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्रतम अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर.
The 1008 Sri Atalapitadishwar of Atalapita.
धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्ग पुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान.
The 1008 Atalapitadishwar of Atalapita, which has an unbroken lineage of pontiffs starting from Bhagavan Mahaganapati, who was the leader of the Kanas and who was coronated by Bhagavan Paramashiva himself. The 23rd Guru Mahasannidhana of Dharma Mukti Swargapura Swarna Pita.
Kailasa Paramparagat Adipita Sarvajna Pita Jagat Guru.
The Jagat Guru of Adipita Sarvajna Pita in the lineage of Kailasa.
Shri Kailasa Punaruddharaka Shri Kailasa Paramacharya Srimad Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Varya Sachidananda Pranava Swarupa Shrodriya Brahmanishta Srimad Jagat Guru Srila Shri Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Shri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Paramacharya Swaminam Prityartham Tesham Padaravind.
Who is in the state of Paramahamsa, the Acharya of all sannyasis and parivrajakas, the embodiment of the pure truth, consciousness and bliss, the embodiment of the sacred syllable Om, the knower of the Vedas, the one established in super consciousness.
Tesham Padaravindayoho Bhakti Siddhyartham Guru Kripa Kataksha Siddhyartham Kshemasthirya Virya Vijaya Ayurarogya Aishwaryanam Abhiruddhyartham Dharmartha Kama Moksha Durita Parapurushartha Siddhyartham Mama Samasta Duritopashantyartham Samasta Mangalavaptyartham Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prasadena Sakutumbhasya Jnana Vairagya Jivan Mukti Praptyartham Cha Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivasya Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Avatara Bhuta Sarvadeva Devi Swarupasya Bhagavataha Shri Nithyananda Paramashivasya Cha Dhyana Shodasopachara Sarvopachara Archanaradhana Pujam Prarthanam Karishye Om Ananda Gandha Nilayaya Namaha Om Bhavaroga Beshajaya Namaha Om Kalpatarave Namaha Om Pashupataye Namaha Om Pashimochakaya Namaha Om Ipsita Paladayakaya Namaha Om Bhagyavritti Parivartakaya Namaha Om Adi Vyadi Vinashakaya Namaha Om Samasta Kalyana Gunanvitaya Namaha Om Vidadi Purishaya Namaha Om Shri Kailasa Pataye Namaha Om Jivashakti Swarupaya Namaha Om
Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Avatara Bhuta Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Shri Shri Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Shri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Paramacharya Swami Ne Namaha. Om Nithyanandam.
Now we have an announcement for all those who are watching us. Today, due to intense samadhi of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, we will not be having the live Parashakti Akashik reading happening. The next live timings will be announced soon for you. And now we are going to directly enter into the power manifestation session after a short break.
Stay tuned. And now let us all get ready to imbibe, to enjoy the Kailash Courtyard session, to manifest the extraordinary powers with the feeling connection with Parashakti, manifesting through the Nija Avatara. With this, let us all offer our gratitude at the lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Let us all get ready to receive the power manifestation. We'll now be concluding with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.